Here I am, Zone 6, Marie, on my back deck, and I've made a concerted effort to add evergreen interest, year-round beauty to my garden over the years. And on this back deck, this year I added these Golden Globe arborvitae, as well as these small, though they won't stay small, arborvitaes in this container, as well as pastelamium, which I'm hoping will remain decent looking over the winter. These evergreens in this container. And on the back table, this used to be conical, cone shaped, but I cut the top off recently and made it a globe, which I've done that before in my yard. I did it in my front yard before, and they filled in nicely and looked great, and that was about 10 years ago. On either side of my back steps, I also added these arborvitae globe. They used to be in the front, dug them out, put them on either side here, and I think they'll make a beautiful, beautiful complement with the arborvitaes up top. And I can't wait to see the snow coating these lovely evergreens. Ooh la la. Down below this year, I added these Hetz Midget arborvitae to this flower bed. And over yonder, recently I added this beautiful arborvitae for some evergreen interest over in this area. Headed this away, back on the table I built years ago that I need to repair. I have two spruce. I got those for like $2.50 plus tax last year. And another small arborvitae in between on that table. And I recently put this evergreen, which was actually over by the garage, and that tall conical evergreen, which was originally over by the garage, over here. And I think that really is a nice backdrop for the rose, the crocus roses, and the firelight hydrangea. Heading back yonder, these I added this year. They are Golden Globe arborvitae. And while they probably won't be a vivid gold because they don't get that much sun, might be part sun, part shade back here, I'm actually happier with the greener color. Heading back to the hidden garden, that's my Gatsby Pink. I recently added this boxwood here to this container to kind of soften that edge there and add some evergreen interest back here heading into my hidden garden, as well as these beautiful Holstrup arborvitae. I already have one Holstrup I've had for years in a container. I'll show that shortly. And so I got these two. They're so beautiful. They were on sale. I got them for like $16 each plus tax. Yippee! They complement well my 20 cents each garage sale signs, or garage sale finds. Ooh la la. I think they're food platters, but I use them on the back of the garage to soften the wall and add some interest. Welcome. Here at the entrance to the back garden, which is the west garden, here is the Holstrup arborvitae. I've had in a container probably about 10 years, I would guess. And it's doing well. So this conical arborvitae, as well as the other two headed down, have been there probably about 10 years. I added these Golden Globe arborvitae, I think it was the end of last year. I got them on clearance. They might have been like $8.50 each. So, plus tax. So I added those. And last year, during the summertime, I added these behind this lamium, those topiary arborvitae, which I think I got on sale as well. Here in the east garden, which is the front garden, originally this arborvitae, as well as this arborvitae, and the ones going around the firelight hydrangea, those were conical shape when I bought them, and I just cut the top off, and they filled in nicely. That was probably about 8 years ago, would be my guess. So I'm familiar with the process. But in front, I've had evergreen interest. There's a juniper back there that cascades onto the porch. It was tiny. The prior owners left it here. My mom's like, let's plant it here. And I thought, it was so tiny. But wise choice. And so that's a juniper back there. And so I've had evergreen interest up front here for years. I just needed it in the back. There's the juniper that cascades onto the front porch. Thanks for watching. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and toodles!